Dear students, in this session of e-commerce, we will discuss on payment system prevailed in e-commerce and ethical issues. E-commerce payment system. E-commerce sites use electronic payment, where electronic payment refers to paperless monetary transactions. Electronic payment have revolutionized the business processing by reducing paperwork, transaction cost, labor cost, etc. Some of the modes of electronic payments are use of credit card, use of debit card by means of smart card, by way of e-money transaction and electronic fund transfer, which comprises RTGS and NEFT. Let's take look one by one. Credit card. Credit card is one of most common mode of electronic payment. Credit card is a small plastic card with a unique number attached with an account. It has also a magnetic stripe embedded in it, which is used to read credit card via card readers. When a computer purchases a product via credit card issuer bank pays on behalf of the consumer, and consumer has a certain time period after which she or he can pay the credit card bill. It is usually credit card monthly payment cycle. The next one, that is debit card. Debit card is a small plastic card like credit card with a unique number mapped with the bank account number. It is required to have a bank account before getting a debit card from the bank. The major difference between debit card and credit card is that in case of payment through debit card, amount gets deducted from card's bank account immediately, and there should be sufficient balance in bank account for the transaction to be get completed. Whereas in case of credit card, there is no such compulsions. The debit card free ourselves, I mean customers, to carry cash, checks, and even merchants accepts debit card more readily. The next one, that is a smart card. A smart card, which is similar to credit card and debit card in appearance, but it has a small microprocessor chip embedded in it. It has the capacity to store customer work related personal information. A smart card is also used to store money in which it reduces as per uses. A smart card can be accessed only using a PIN I mean ki personal identification number of customer. Smart cards are secure as they stores information in encrypted format and are less expensive and or provides faster processing. The another way to transfer money, that is e-money, electronic money. E-money transactions refers to situation where payment is done over the network and amount gets transferred from one financial body to another financial body without any involvement of a middleman. E-money transactions are faster, convenient, and saves a lot of time. Online payments done via credit card, debit card, or a smart card all comes under the purview of e-money. Another popular example is e-commerce. Popular example is e-cash. Yes, e-cash. In case of e-cash, both customer and merchant have to sign up with the bank or company using e-cash facility. And the most familiar and useful means to transfer huge amounts is electronic fund transfer. In short, we call it EFT. EFT is a very popular electronic payment method to transfer money from one bank account to another bank account. Accounts can be in same bank or different bank. That does not matter. Fund transfer can be done using ATM or using computer itself. Internet based EFT is getting popularity. In this case, customer uses website provided by the bank. Customer logins to the bank's website and registers another bank account. She or he then places a request to transfer certain amount to that account. Customer's bank transfers amount to another account if it is in the same bank, otherwise transfer request to forward to automated clearing house, which is in short called ACH, to transfer amount to another account, and amount is deducted for customer's account. Once amount is transferred to other account, customer is notified of the fund transfer by the bank. Nowadays, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, and RTGS, Real Time Gross Settlement, which are very popular means to transfer amount from one account to another. So, these are the various ways by which we does payment for payment in e-commerce. Now come to the another issue which is most important to discuss, and that is ethics. Business ethics. First of all, we should take a look on the ethics. Ethics is the branch of philosophy that studies what is right and what is wrong. Ethical rules are rules to follow in our interactions with other people and in our actions that affect other people. They apply to all of us and are intended to achieve good results for people in general and for situation in particular, not just for ourselves and not just for one situation. Now, business ethics is concerned with the numerous ethical questions that managers or who are managing the business must confront as part of their daily business decision makings. So, the business ethical issues. Managers use several important alternatives to mitigate confrontation to make ethical decisions on business issues. These include a stockholder theory, social contract theory, and a stakeholder theory. Be attentive, a stockholder and a stakeholder. Don't be confused. I am taking one by one. A stockholder theory. It holds that managers are agents of the stockholders and their only ethical responsibility is to increase the profits of the business without violating the law or engaging in fraudulent practices. Social contract theory, which states that companies have ethical responsibility to all members of society, which allow corporations to exist based on a social contract. And the next one is a stakeholder theory, which maintains that managers have an ethical responsibility to manage a firm for the benefit of all of its stakeholders, which are all individuals and groups that have a stake in or claim on the company. अब now we have to see what principles are available and to be implemented in the e-commerce. So ethical principles in e-commerce. Increasing computing power, storage and networking capabilities, including the internet, which expand the reach of individual and organizational actions and magnify their impacts. The ease and anonymity with which information is now communicated, copied, and manipulated in online environments pose new challenges to the protection of privacy and intellectual property. The main ethical, social, and political issues raised by information systems centered around information rights and obligations. Property rights and obligations, accountability and control, system quality, and quality of life. There are 6 ethical principles for judging conduct, which includes the number 1 is golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Means putting yourself into the place of others and thinking of yourself as the object of the decision can help you think about fairness in decision making. कहने का मतलब कि अगर कुछ आप काम करते हो, किसी से करवाते हो, तो अपने आप को उस जगह रखो और आप जो उनको डायरेक्टिव दे रहे हो, उन डायरेक्टिव को अपने ऊपर लेकर करके देखो कि क्या यह एथिकली करेक्ट डायरेक्शंस दिया जा रहा है काम करने वाले को। अगर आप फील करते हो कि यह सही है, देन सही है। सो दिस इज नोन एज गोल्डन रूल। द अनदर दैट इज Immanuel Kant's categorical imperative. If an action is not right for everyone to take, it is not right for anyone. That is, ask yourself, if everyone did this, could the organization or society survive? कहने का मतलब कि अगर आप कुछ कर रहे हो, करवा रहे हो, और अगर उसी चीज को सारे लोग करेंगे, तो क्या वो संस्था, समाज में कोई परेशानी तो नहीं होगी? So this is categorical imperative rule of Immanuel Kant. The third one, that is Descartes' rule of change. If an action cannot be taken repeatedly, it is not right to take at all. This is all the slippery slope rule. Means an action may bring about a small change that is acceptable, but if it is repeated, it would bring unacceptable changes in the long run. In the vernacular, it might be stated as once started down a slippery path, you may not be able to stop. कहने का मकसद कि आप जो कर रहे हो, अगर एक आध बार किया तो ठीक है, थोड़ी सी भी उसमें चूक है और आप उसको रिपीट कर रहे हो, तो फिर अल्टीमेटली आपका जो है सो पर्पस सोल्व नहीं होगा और आप गलत डेस्टिनेशन पर पहुंचोगे। कहने का इसी के उदाहरण स्वरूप हम लोग यहां कह रहे हैं कि अगर आप एक स्लोप पर चलना शुरू किए तो शुरू में तो ठीक है, लेकिन अगर ज्यादा देर चल जाओगे तो आप में एक इनर्शिया डेवलप कर जाएगा, तो आपका रुकना मुश्किल हो जाएगा। द नेक्स्ट वन, दैट इज utilitarian principle. Take the action that achieves the higher or greater value. This rule assumes you can prioritize values in the rank order and understand the consequences of various courses of action. The next one is risk aversion principle. Take the action that produces the least harm or least potential cost. Some actions have extremely high failure cost of very low probability, or extremely high failure costs of moderate probability. Avoid these high failure cost actions, paying greater attention to the high failure cost potential of moderate to high probability. And the last one, which requires more attention. Assume that which is known as ethical no free lunch rule. Here we assume that virtually all tangible and intangible objects are owned by someone else unless there is a specific declaration. Otherwise, that is, if something someone else has created is useful to you, it has value, and you should assume the creator wants compensation. कहीं कुछ है तो वो किसी का है, भले ही वो दिख नहीं रहा हो, और अगर हम उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं तो ये हमारी जिम्मेवारी बनती है कि हम पता करें कि यह किनका है, और चूंकि उनका चीज को हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं तो उसके लिए उनको हम सब्सक्रिप्शन, कंपनसेशन या जो भी फी है उसको हम पे करें। यह मेरा एथिकल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनता है, एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द रूल विच इज नोन एज नो फ्री लंच। मुफ्त का भोजन नहीं है। जिसने बनाया है, जिसने उसको लाया है, उसका उसमें क्लेम है और उसको कंपनसेशन, सब्सक्रिप्शन चाहिए। सो दीज प्रिंसिपल्स शुड बी यूज्ड इन कंजक्शन विथ एन एथिकल एनालिसिस। कहने का मकसद कि ये रूल्स और प्रिंसिपल्स तो हैं जरूर, मगर अब इस पर एनालिसिस करके इसको हम लोग इंप्लीमेंट करें तो यह ज्यादा यूजफुल होगा। नाउ these ethical principles, to implement these ethical principles, some ethical issues raised. The worst side of e-commerce is also something, and that cannot be ignored. What do you mean the worst side is about the ethical issues in e-commerce? These issues involve the irresponsible parties who always give threats both to consumers and business organizations in form of web spoofing. It is an electronic deception. Deception मतलब धोखा. Deception relates to the internet. It occurs when the attackers step up a fake website which almost totally same with the original website in order to lure मतलब फुसलाना consumers to give their credit card number or other personal information. For example, a attacker set up a site called micros0ft, not oft. In the spelling of soft, it uses s0ft, which appears like soft.com, using the number 0 in place of the letter O, which many users sometimes type by mistake. Users might find themselves in a situation that they do not notice they are using a fake website and give their credit card details or other information. So beware from it. The cyber squatting. It is an activity by which a person or firm register purchases and use the existing domain name belong to the well-known organization for the purpose of infringing its trademark. This type of person or firm, called cyber squatters, usually infringe the trademarks to extort the payment from original trademark's owner. Privacy invasion. This issue is related to consumer. The privacy invasion occurs when the personal details belongs to consumer are exposed to the unauthorized party. Online privacy. The online privacy can be defined as unauthorized copyright of electronic intellectual property such as e-books, music, or videos. This unethical activity occurs when the internet users use the software and hardware technology in an illicit manner to transfer the electronic intellectual property over the internet. Email spamming. Email spamming, also known as unsolicited commercial email, in short UCE, involves using email to send or broadcast unwanted advertisement or correspondence over the internet. The individual who spam their email usually called a spammer. Many spammers broadcast their email for the purpose of trying to get people's financial information in order to defraud them. The example of fraud using email is spammers, which lures consumers to enter their personal information, or fake website using email, forced to look like it is from authorized organizations such as bank. This technique is also known as phishing. So here we discussed that the various ethical principles and the ethical issues. So this is all about this session. Thanks for watching video. Okay, thank you.